IoT recording 001. Hey everyone, welcome to IoT series. IoT is basically expanded as Internet of Things and it describes a network of physical objects, things that are embedded with sensors, softwares, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the Internet. The devices range from ordinary household objects to sophisticated industrial tools. With more than 7 billion connected IoT devices today, experts are expecting this number to grow to 22 billion and beyond by 2025. In this section, we'll be exploring what Internet of Things is and why it's so important. Also, we explore the concept behind IoT and how do we implement it in real time and what are the devices that we need to implement it. And we also discuss on the differences between industrial IoT and what are the benefits that we get from applying industrial IoTs and what are the benefits to industry and how is IoT changing the world. So let's jump into the importance of industrial IoT. Over the past few years, IoT has become one of the most important technologies of the 21st century. Now that we can connect every objects like kitchen appliances, cars, thermostats, baby monitors to the internet via embedded devices, seamless communication is possible between people, process, and things. By means of low cost computing, the cloud, big data analytics, and mobile technologies, physical things can share and collect data with minimal human intervention. In this hyper connected world, digital systems can record, monitor, and adjust each interaction between connected things. So it's so cool that we can say the physical world meets the digital world and are cooperative. So what technologies have made IoT possible? We even think somewhat beyond that how it becoming possible, how devices are communicating between themselves and what are the technologies used in doing so. So here, when we try to dig a bit past and we came to know while the idea of IoT has been in existence for a long time, a collection of recent advances in number of different technologies has made it practical. So it basically means that IoT is a collection of multiple technologies. It is not a single one, only hardware related or only software related. It's a collection of multiple technologies. So we have scope in everywhere. For example, access to low cost, low power sensor technologies. Affordable and reliable sensors are making IoT technology possible for more manufacturers. A host of network protocol for the internet has made it easy to connect sensors to the cloud and other things for efficient data transfer, which comes under connectivity. Cloud computing platforms. The increase in availability of cloud platforms enable both business and consumers to access the infrastructure they need to scale up without actually having to manage it all. We even have advanced in machine learning and analytics, along with the access of varied and vast amount of data stored in the cloud. Business can gather insight faster and more easily, which comes under machine learning and analytics. The emergence of these allied technologies continues to push the boundaries of IoT, and the data processed by IoT also feeds these industries. Conversational artificial intelligence. Advances in neural network have brought network neural language, natural language processing (NLP) to IoT devices. For example, the devices that which use natural language processing in real time are Alexa, Cortana, and Siri. And you may wonder how are these devices made? What are the components used to build these devices? We basically use FPGA, field programming gate array, to feed the program inside the component so that it will be minute, small in size. But if you're planning to build a prototype, you can also implement the same concept of building Alexa or Cortana or Siri using a Arduino which has different flavors like Nano, Uno, and beyond. Also, you have devices like Node MCUs, which uh, is a concept of a real-time operating system (RTOS), and you even have a mini CPU like device called Raspberry Pi, and smallest among them is Raspberry Pi Zero and beyond. In our series of IoT sections, we'll be exploring on how to write a program for these devices like Arduino, Node MCUs, FPGAs, and Raspberry Pis. We even learn programming like embedded C so that it makes our work easy. Not only that, we even interact with cloud platforms like Microsoft Azure, connect our IoT device to those platforms and send and receive data. We even plan to have a lab section where we get a chance to build IoT based products like human companion robots, voice assistant, and home automation devices, which will be operated remotely over the cloud, which means your IoT device, which is connected to all the sensors in a home, will be connected to the cloud, constantly transmitting data over the cloud, and you receive those data in your phone, which is in turn connected to the same cloud environment. So it sounds cool, right? So stay tuned for that. And going forward, we see about industrial IoT. So what is industrial IoT? Industrial IoT refers to the application of IoT technology in industrial settings, especially with respect to instrumentation and control of sensors and devices that engage cloud technologies. Industrial IoT is not something different than IoT, it's the same concept but implemented in a large scale, not in a domestic process. It's industrialized. So standard of sensors, standard of component what we use gonna be high, and it will be costing more than what we do in prototyping with the help of IoT sensors, etc. IoT is sometimes called the fourth wave of industrial revolution or industry 4.0. Some of the common uses of industrial IoTs are smart manufacturing, connected assets and preventive and predictive maintenance, smart power grids, smart cities, connected logistics, smart digital supply chains, and example among them is car development, just like electric cars, electric scooters, electric cycles, etc. So, when unlocking business values with IoT, as IoT becomes more widespread in the market, companies are capitalizing on tremendous business value it can offer. And these benefits include deriving data driven insights from IoT data to help better manage the business, increasing productivity and efficiency of business operations, creating new business modules and revenue streams, easy and seamless connecting the physical business world to the digital world to drive quick time to value. So, what industrial IoT can benefit from IoT? So, there are so many things where industrial IoT get benefited, and some among them are manufacturing, automotive, transportation and logistics, retail, public sector, healthcare, general safety across industries. For example, in manufacturing, manufacturers can gain a competitive advantage by using production line monitoring to enable proactive maintenance of equipment with when sensor detect an implementation failure. Sensors can actually measure when production outage is compromised. Automotive. The automotive industry stand to realize significant advantage from the use of IoT application in addition to the benefit of applying IoT to production lines. Sensors can detect implementation, equipment failure in vehicle already on the road and can alert the driver with details recommendation. So, and some among the health sector where localizing the wheelchairs, etc. So from above examples, we come to know how IoT is changing the world. So I hope staying tuned with me so that we can learn, build devices up to our interest, and we too help in contributing in changing the world. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.